What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video we're going to be looking at Chainlink. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. Really appreciate that. So we got Chainlink here on the daily. Looks gorgeous, looks good. All right, yesterday I actually didn't make a video yesterday on Chainlink, so I was very worried about this right here, just because it closed below the 20-day EMA. That just looks like a bearish candle. It just didn't look good. Sorry about yesterday. I only could make a couple of videos just because I had construction workers coming through the house and this and that, but we're back at it. We are getting above the September open. We are above the 20-day EMA. We are looking good. We still have a couple more areas to get above. We do need to get above and close above this 24.32, and then we can start to see some higher prices. If we're here on the, oh, sorry, wrong chart, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if we're right here, I mean, we can look at the MACD anyways. This is looking very good. We're staying above the 1, keeping bullish momentum. That is great. That is so good, ladies and gentlemen. You have no idea how important that is, just to stay above, right? This is not, it's not even, you're not even close to the 0. We're staying above the 20-day EMA on the 2-day chart. We're above all the EMAs. Or are we on the 3-day? We just crossed down below on the 3-day, but it's a delayed indicator. So I mean, by the end of the week, we could be crossing up. All right, that's how it works with the MACD, because it's delayed. See how it's showing red, even though we've had 6 days essentially. Actually, no, sorry, just 3 days. Just 3 days, but this week is still red, because it's a delayed indicator, right? So it needs to take into account multiple days, and then it starts to, register, oh, does this have bullish momentum, bearish momentum, things like that. On the 12-hour chart, this is probably going to look really good, and it does. We have a cross, and we're trying to cross above the 0. The last time we had a cross, and then we crossed above the 0, right? We went up. What did we go up? 74%. 74%. Can I put that into a chart and see on the next move? 74%. All right, let's just go from here. Fib extension. Let's just see this bad boy right there. Say that's the low. All right, 74%. I would assume. I mean, you can just do the math, but that $35, $36 range, 1272 area, something like that. I mean, 70, ooh, more than that. I'm so bad at math, I'm sorry. Is it the 1618? Right there at the 1618, that $41 range. So I can leave this up. Let me put this on then let me just leave it on the 12-hour, so we don't get confused with other charts. Okay, so we're looking for, you start making some closes above this 24.73, this right around this 24.32, 24.73 mark. Yeah, you're getting higher prices for sure. 3157, that's going to be an interesting area. 3157. All right, 3157. Is it? That's the 786 from November high. 3157. What is? That's not really an area that I would assume, because it's already above the all-time high, right? It's already above not the all-time high, the November high. So I guess you can find some resistance at 31, just because people will be taking profits, but I really don't see that. I think we get above. I think the real barrier is going to be this 26.55 to whatchamacallit, the 29.48 level, just because it's associated with already levels of resistance, right? Because I mean, you rejected. So this 26.55, I'm actually going to move this 24.32. I'm gonna move this 24.32. I kind of want to keep it on there though, just because it's been so prevalent. I do want to see how we interact with it. I can just leave the chart up. I'm just gonna leave the chart up on the 12-hour, and so we know the level. Okay, it's at 26.55. I do want to see how we interact with this. If we come up in wick, that wouldn't be the greatest, right? I don't want to come up in wick and come back down like that. No. At worst case scenario, I do want to get up to the 618. We can come back down to the 0.5 find support at a previous area of resistance, and then make your move. Right, then make your move. Something like that. Okay. Making pit stops along the way so you have some support, right? You're not just falling through a floor if something happens. Let's come back to, sorry, I just made a video on Jasmine. This looks great on the daily. I mean, you still don't have any momentum yet. Nope, I don't see any momentum. But you have a cross on the RSI. Cross on the RSI, which is great. I don't know where all my levels went for CHAINLINK. Did I delete them? I gotta go check that out. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where my levels went for CHAINLINK. So let me see through here. Honestly, let me see real quick. November. Okay, when do we start really moving up? Right through here, found support right there. That 54 area. Let me just throw one up here at least. Right through here. Yeah, something like right there. Stay above it, bullish. And we're right at it. Right? We're right at that. So get above that. I mean, that's like right at that. So yeah, that looks good. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Sorry, I'm just looking through kind of where we started to consolidate down once we lost this level right through here. But we've been consolidating through there. Yeah, I mean, the real consolidation through here once we lost this level. We tried to bounce multiple times. Somewhere like right there, and we bounced right there. Bounce right there. Yep. I'm looking like through here, right here, almost right there. So we'll just throw that right there. Yeah, sorry about that. So we're good now. So like I said, we're above the 20-day EMA on the daily chart. Let's come over to this. I do want to check out the 12-hour. I want to check out the RSI and the 12-hour, kind of just to see what we got going on. We do have momentum on the 12-hour. This is beautiful on the Fu Manchu. This is really good. This RSI looks super good. It just looks decisive, right? You want decisiveness. It looks like something just like this. Looks something like this. Reject off the moving average area and get out of there. No indecisiveness. Move with a sense of urgency, right? So getting out, right? Getting out. So let's see how we close today. Today's going to be huge. They're all huge at this point. At this stage of the game, they're all huge. We came down on the price action, try to test this September open. We are closing some candle bodies above it. I do like that we have momentum. I do like that the RSI is trying to get above this level right here, this 57 level. That'd be really, really important. I can draw. Do we have? I don't know where all my stuff went on CHAINLINK. I am so sorry about that. Yeah, we have higher lows. Or sorry, we broke out of this downtrend. Finally broke out of this downtrend. When did we break out of it? Monday. We broke out on Monday. So I can leave that on there. Let me just throw that on there for the 8. Yeah, I don't know where all my stuff went for the... See, this is still here. All this stuff is still here. I don't know what happened with that. This looks really good. This 4-hour looks beautiful. It looks just like the 12-hour. That's what you want. You want higher time frames to match with the lower time frames on RSI. Right, so this is going to carry into the 12-hour now, into the 8-hour, into the 12-hour. But it's really, really, really good. We have a green dot with momentum on the Fu Manchu. Green momentum on the Fu Manchu with momentum. So yeah, so we do have some areas to get above. It's this 24.32. Start closing candles above this, but it also is this 26. What was it? 26.34. Yeah. So I'm going to use a 12-hour. So this 26.32. All right. So we do need to try to get above through here, and then start going. All right. We're not out of the woods yet. We are above the September open, which is very nice. We do have momentum. In terms of what we are doing right now, this looks like we're trying to set up. We're trying to get 5 waves up. That's what we need. We need 5 5 waves up. We need something where, you know, you're doing something like this, like you're just kind of building, right? 1, 2, what, 3, 4, 5, something like this, and then you come back down. Then you get a big wave. Then you get your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just need like a 1, 2. We need something like this. You just kind of chop around. I mean, this one didn't really take much at all. Right, this didn't take much at all. Let's get a bars pattern. Right, something like this. Something just like this. Right. He just came up, found support, and then took off. Okay, something like that. Alright, so it came up, found support, then went. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. You just need a 1-2 setup. You need a kind of like a quick little rally with some kind of pullback, right? You need shorts entering in, and then just liquidate those shorts, and you know, the rest is history. Don't even look back. So Chainlink looks good. Chainlink has been looking good, looks strong, especially relative to Jasmy. Just checked out Jasmy. A lot stronger than Jasmy. If we're over here at the stablecoin dominance chart, right? If you're new to the channel, the thesis of stablecoin dominance is as we, you know, it's an inversely related chart. As stablecoin dominance drops, crypto rises. And so we've mapped out these levels. We've had these levels up for days on advance. We have a cross from the 20-day on the 200, which is extremely bearish for this chart, but bullish for us. Right, these other marks, this 637 mark, we came up and rejected, which is perfect. That's what you want to see. Okay, came up and rejected, and now we need to really close below. I do have it marked, I think, on the daily. Yeah, on the daily, the 617. Right, so we've come down just below. But as you can see, these candles as of late have been wick crazy. It's just been really wicky. A lot of wicks everywhere, very indecisiveness. A lot of indecision. Pardon my grammar. And that's in part because of the market makers. They're trying to make an uncertain market, so they catch a lot of people off guard. Right? You don't catch people off guard with a certain market, predictable moves, moves of the past. That's why I see a lot of crypto veterans, so to speak. They claim to be crypto veterans, and they're absolutely terrible. They don't know what they're talking about, or they get 95% of the things wrong. And in fact, the reason why I've been starting to make videos is because I would see a lot of these guys out here with 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000, 400,000 subs, and they're absolutely terrible. They're garbage. They just parrot whatever is going on. They wishy-washy. One day they're bearish, one day they're bullish. They don't provide invalidation zones. Just a lot of crap that is just more so just farming views, farming content, without real sustenance. So you get that here. You get straightforwardness, not a permabull. Once I see top signals, I'll say, hey, I already have targets that I'm going to be taking profits. Right? I'm not a financial advice, but that's associated with this. Right? We still have a lot of ways to the downside to go. We are closing below the 786. So really today, the goal for today is to close below 628. Below 628. Because I do want to see something like this. Let's say that today is going to close in 2 minutes or whatever, right? You come up after, like right after the day closes, you come up, get a nice little wick, like almost all of these red candles do, right? I mean, just they all have wicks, right? Because you need a wick to the upside, so you need a nice little wick to the upside, and then you just slam down, and then you lose the 617 with power, with momentum, and you target this 2618. 3, 4, 5. I got the 4272 targeting, right? Taking out this entire area. Just coming down, slamming down, catching everybody off guard, right? And it's going to be mostly altcoins. To back up this thesis, right? The RSI on the daily, we've lost the moving average. We tried to come up, right? And then rejected. Couldn't even get up to the moving average. You don't even have enough momentum to get up. So have a red dot on the Fu Manchu with still momentum. So that means we still have a long ways to go. Right? Even to get to the oversold zone, right? You have what, 53% of an RSI to move down. I'm not saying you're going to move down 53% on this chart, but yeah, RSI is bearish. On the 3-day, this is the most bearish thing so far. You have a red dot, and so yeah, this looks really bearish. This looks really good for us as bulls. We want this chart to be bearish, and so the real signal is once we start to close below this RSI. Right. So in the next 2 days, 8 hours, what is that? So today is Wednesday. So by Friday, wait. So today's close, Thursday's close, Friday's close. Yeah. So by Friday close, right, we can close below here, kind of come up over the weekend, and then next week just go crazy next week, building into the FOMC meeting, right? Going into the FOMC meeting with the rate cuts and everything like that, people are going to start to lose their minds with the rate cuts, and right, I just think it's going to be really bullish for a lot of things. So people are saying, oh, it's going to be sell the news event. Yeah, that's what everybody is saying, so it can't be true, right? Everyone's saying is September is going to be a red month, it's going to be a bloodbath. That's what everyone is saying, so it's probably not going to be true. Most people lose most of their money most of the time. So I think it is going to be a red month, a bloody month, but I think it's going to be a bloody month for bears, right? I think they're setting up. Right, I've heard people say, oh, this is a bull trap, this is a bull trap. When a lot of people are saying it's a bull trap, right, that's when your mind should flip to thinking this is actually a bear trap, right? This is actually a bear trap. So, because we've gone down, right? This whole I'm talking about this whole entire move is a bear trap. This whole thing on Bitcoin, this whole thing on CHAINLINK, this whole thing on CHAINLINK, right? This whole thing, not just this blip right here. This whole thing, right? Like, oh, you came up, you barely closed above your November 786. You couldn't break your all-time high. Okay, now we're going down. Right, we're going down to the 19, 18, 17, 16. We're going down to $10. We're going down to zero. Right? I mean, you'll hear people say that bull market is over, everything is done, right? And it's just, you pile on the bears right here, but everyone is bullish, and then everyone down here is really bearish. Really bearish, really bearish, really bearish. And that's what market makers want. Market makers want people to load up shorts at the lows, because then it's jet fuel. That's what you want, right? So when we're at that $40 range, $62 range, in that area, and you hear a lot of really good news, not a financial advice or not financial advice, but might be time to lock in some profits for the pockets, baby. So that's all I got for CHAINLINK. If you like today's video, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Hit that sub button. It's free. Keeps you updated on these videos. And please leave a comment. I really appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your time. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.